The accent's very weird. Now, weird to me, that's weird to me being, I'm from Glasgow, so therefore there are dialects, obviously, throughout Scotland. I think it's Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila. She's... Now, there's a gentleman who came up the stairs. Oh, he's telling me about his shoes, and he just said to me he has his shoes, he has very nice shoes, and that would be very unusual. His shoes, it's unusual to have shoes or to have such polished shoes, brogues. I think he's a cobbler.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. He's telling me about fixing shoes and repairing shoes and how it's important for him to have shoes, and if he wasn't a cobbler, he wouldn't be able to have the shoes that he has.
Derek Ogilvie wasn't able to tell us anything more about this gentleman. However, Derek Acorah was keen to continue his walk around and was drawn to Annie's room, where visitors have reported the presence of a small child.
Now this, you just couldn't believe the differences of the energies, both residual and activity out there, and we come into this room and I get this most open-hearted little girl. How can she, Sam, how can she be linked in energy when that energy negative is out there? They're on a different level. She is prevented from seeing him. She must have, oh bless. What? She goes around and she's in her spirit body, and it's like I wonder, where's my mummy and daddy? Oh. Where's my mummy and daddy? Where's my mummy and daddy? And it's like, I get the feeling of, with the child, loneliness and sadness, and just a feeling of her going into sleep and then waking and saying, where's my mummy and daddy? And then hours and hours and hours, and then sleep, and then say that. I feel she's starved. She's starved. Sam just give me Mary and Alice. I said, Alice? Who's Alice? Alice was, Alice is her mum. Mary, the little girl Mary, and Alice is the mum. Alice is the mum who left her.
Right.
And didn't come back, or didn't come back for a long time, and she was found, she died. I feel that was starvation.
Did she die in this room?
I feel so, yes. Yeah.
How old did you say she was? Did you give her an age?
I haven't at the moment. Again, I feel she'd be around 3.5, something, 3.5, 4. She's a little one.
Derek Acorah had picked up on the presence of a little girl called Mary, but we were about to find out that not all the spirits here were so friendly.
You're going to fall? Do you want help? No.
Derek was keen to continue exploring the close and soon picked up on a tragic event.
Oh, okay. Clear that for me, Sam, clear it for me. Okay. A man lost his life here. And I just get that residual energy, the mental imagery, and it's like he's screaming, he knows his life's blood, there's a man beating him, and he won't stop, and he's screaming for his life, and he's just beaten to a pulp. And it's just his thoughts, the one, his thoughts, and this replay happens time and time again. The one who's murdered this poor soul, he spends a lot of time, he is grounded, he's not gone into the world of spirit. He's a bad one and a nasty one. And he is responsible, thanks Sam, he is responsible for a lot of, I suppose, audible. He's the shadow. He's the shadow. Thank you, Sam. He's the shadowy figure.
Right.
The dark one. And he, this poor soul, this one who murdered him, he cajoled him in here. He got him under some kind of pretense. These two men, the murderer and the one who was killed, slaughtered, I pick up homosexuality.
Right.
Homosexuality. And I feel one had told the other to come in and they would do what, you know, that happened, what they do. And when he lured him here, in his rage, the rage is still here. It's unbelievable, and the replay of it. The rage. You know, and he beat him, and he's screaming, why you do, why? Because this is a sordid, negative-minded soul that I feel couldn't... Is that what that was, Sam? Is that what that was? He couldn't come to terms with his feelings, what he was. And he destroyed this man. He took his life from him in this major attack of anger. It's like when a person doesn't want to be seen or known to be that way. And those feelings never, ever leave this area. And I feel at that point when he did this despicable thing, he'd lost it. That was the...
Yeah, the final thing.
Yeah, and I feel he was... from there, he may have slipped that much. He's gone insane for a short period. Okay. Okay, well, there's one balanced thing that seems to have happened here. This man who did this horrible thing to the other man, man's justice caught up with him, and he was executed.
Oh, right.
Okay? So, and the execution wasn't here, but I feel his spirit rushed back here to his sordid sanctum, and he's never wished to leave again because, again, and we've encountered this before in other investigations, haven't we? Where the spirit, when I've said, I get that feeling also, that the spirit is realised that he was, you know, he had to pay for this horrible deed, but he's, to this present day, will not want in any way, shape or form to leave here because he fears what will await him.
Retribution.
Yeah.
Before long, it was time to start the vigils. This was the first time Alex had ever been on a Most Haunted investigation, and she was a little apprehensive about what might happen. Would she, Kath and John witness anything significant at Chesney's house?
This is bloody horrible.
Right, we're in a room now. Well, we could close the door if we wanted.
Oh, right.
Can we close the door behind us? Let's close the door behind us.
John.
Yeah.
I feel like there's somebody behind over there.
It's me. It's all right.
No, I know you're behind me, but in that
Do you?
room.
Don't worry, Kath, there's nothing I can see. You keep your camera over there.
I seriously felt like there was something really behind me.
Really?
Yeah, and you know today,
Yeah.
when I was in here,
Yeah.
every time we came in here to do any filming, I felt really, really sick and, you know, like a really bad headache. I felt so uncomfortable. I don't know why. So
Well, let's carry on, yeah.
It makes me feel really anxious.